Power banks love to throw big numbers at you, 130 watts, 20,000 milliamp hours, but we've all been burned before. Buy the thing, get home, and it throttles after 5 minutes. So today I'm actually stress testing the Ugreen Nexode, real loads, thermal camera, the works. Does it actually sustain 100 watts to your laptop, or is it just another spec sheet hero? Stick around. The thermal results genuinely surprised me. Out of the box, you get the unit itself, a soft pouch, which I actually use, it's not just filler, and a short USB-C to USB-C cable. 8 inches, rated for 240 watts. Overkill for this bank, but honestly great to have in your bag for other stuff. The build is immediately impressive. Matte finish feels almost like a stone in your hand. Dense, zero flex, no creaking. It's 478 grams, roughly 5.1 by 2.1 by 2 inches. Okay, this is the part that got me. The LCD isn't just a battery percentage. It shows live wattage per port and an estimated time remaining. Before you ask, yes, I checked it against my Power Z meter. We're talking less than 1 watt of difference. That's genuinely accurate. One honest caveat, direct sunlight kills the readability. Outdoors, on a bright day, you're squinting. But on a plane, in a coffee shop, at your desk, perfect. You always know exactly what's happening. 3 ports on top. Let's break them down fast. C1 is the main port, 100 watts max output, and it's the only one that handles input when you're recharging the bank itself. This is the port you want for your laptop. C2 tops out at 30 watts. Good for a phone or iPad, not your MacBook Pro. USB-A handles older gear with standard fast charging. Protocol support covers PD 3.0, PPS, Quick Charge, and Apple's 2.4 amp. So basically everything you're carrying right now is covered. Here's where it gets interesting. And yes, I said the thermal results surprise me. Here's why. Under a full 100 watt load, it hits it, no question. But after about 15 to 20 minutes, the thermal protection kicks in. Surface temps hit 49 degrees Celsius, around 120 degrees Fahrenheit, and the controller steps the output down hard. We're talking a drop to 5 volts to let it breathe. Once it cools off, it climbs back up. 65 watts, then 45 watts. For occasional top-ups on a MacBook, totally fine. If you're planning to charge from 0 to full on a sustained 100 watt pull, you're going to hit that ceiling. Just something to know going in. Now here's a nice surprise. Ugreen rates this at 72 watt hours. That's the spec sheet number, the one that gets it through airport security, no problem. But when I charged it from 0 to 100% and measured actual input, the bank pulled in 77 watt hours. That's roughly 7% over the rated capacity. Most power banks land under their spec. This one quietly over-delivers. Recharging the bank itself is capped at 60 watts. Not the fastest turnaround out there, but Ugreen's keeping it conservative to protect the cells long term. I'll take that trade-off. Low current mode. Now you can safely charge AirPods, a smartwatch, small earbuds without the bank deciding there's nothing connected and shutting off. If you've ever had that happen, you know how annoying it is. Pass-through charging. Plug the bank into the wall while your devices are plugged into the bank. It'll charge itself at 60 watts while outputting 35 watts to your gear simultaneously. Ugreen markets this as a hub replacement, and technically it works, but it runs hot and will accelerate cell wear. Use it for travel emergencies, not daily habit. The Ugreen Nexode 130. Watt earns its spot in a serious kit. The build is excellent. That display is genuinely useful, not a gimmick. And it's meaningfully more compact than the obvious competition. The trade-offs: sustained 100 watt loads will hit the thermal ceiling. Recharge speed is middle of the pack. Neither is a deal breaker, but they're worth knowing before you buy. If you want a pocketable power bank that can actually rescue a MacBook Pro mid-trip, not just claim it can, this one delivers. If this breakdown saved you some research time, the like button's right there. Catch you in the next one.